Welcome to Garland Elementary. Come on in.
Garland Elementary students will soon be back in the classroom, but this year their classroom will have a whole new look. In fact, the entire school will be brand new.
The biggest benefit is to student learning and to parent access and to more offerings for our kids. Space to be able to do a lot of the things that we want to do without being right on top of each other or having to cancel one thing to do another. I think it'll be a great asset to the community. The reaction has been one of gratitude and I want to express my gratitude to the school board, to the district. They put a lot of effort and energy into designing and planning this, but I think also the taxpayers who bonded to build this building. It's going to really be increase, I think, the quality that we can give our students, and that to me is the benefit, is what our students will be able to benefit from a building this kind, where we have room for all the students, where we can accommodate the extra things we want to do to make learning fun and exciting. Here we are, this is the main foyer in the main area. So we'll welcome everybody and have a nice feeling when they first come in. Use for supplies. A lot of times most of our stuff is just in boxes and stacks. So this is really nice. We've got the engineer, architect, the district did a lot of planning when it came to storage. The school, I believe, it's a double gym. It's got a full stage. We can get our last at the old Garland, we had to have 3 lunches. It'll take us less time to feed 160 more kids than it would did to feed the 420 we had before. And it'll accommodate, you could even run 2 gym classes at once. You can, so it's a nicer setup for more students. But we can have programs for parents here where we couldn't before.
A personalized touch done as part of the school's construction is the placement of students' artwork reproduced on tiles along all the walls.
Throughout all the walls of the school, and so each student had the opportunity, if they wanted to create a 6x6 piece of paper. On the theme was bears, and so they went ahead and created those from the younger grades to the older grades, and they're throughout the school. And they had a nice personal touch, I think, rather than just looking like an institutional building. It looks more like a, hey, this is where kids learn and grow, and so a little piece of those kids is here. Their names aren't on them. That was one of the rules, that they couldn't have their names on them, but I'm sure the kids will know which ones are theirs. You know, when we have our artists in residence visit that we usually do each year, the grant we write, we have artists come. We'll be able to do bookmaking this year, a local lady that's going to help us with that. And so we can do it in here. They can have a place to leave the products, the work, and then they can go back to their classrooms. And so make the mess here, basically, where it can be easily cleaned up and go back. So I think this is a real vision of whoever designed the building, of having an area where you can do those kind of projects that need more space, 1, and 2, maybe are a little bit messier than others, and they're separated from the classroom, so if it gets a little noisier or constructive, that's okay. Each classroom is just under 1,000 square feet. If you're over 1,000 square feet, you have to have another door in it, which adds extra security. Every one of them has a window, built-in shelves, adequate built-in teacher covered space. Each classroom will have a smart board, an Elmo, which is a document camera, and a projector. Those are still to be installed. Each student has a little cubby where they put their backpack and coat, which are a little different than any school I've seen, other than 3 Mile Creek, because each one can have kind of their own individual area where they're not kind of rubbing and touching others, so it's more hygienic, it's cleaner. They did a lot of thinking in designing these classrooms, I think, for student usability, for teacher space, and it's worked out nicely. Our last one had hardly any light. Look at all this natural light. That's what's nice about this is I think it'll lend itself even better to promoting reading. The students it'll be brighter.
Outside, a large asphalt area will provide recreational opportunities, while students can interact with the solar system in a quiet area. The public is invited to an open house and dedication of Garland Elementary, slated for Monday, August 15th, beginning at 6 p.m. Reporting for the Tree Mountain Leader, a multimedia company, this is Ellen Cook.